Yo, I know it's been extremely long since I made a video on here. So just wanted to come on here and talk, give some little updates on what's happened since the last time I posted a video, which was in October when I made that Dallas trip. And I think it was like 160 days or something like that. It's been a long time. So I'm just gonna talk here, sit right here at this table, talk because it's like really outside. It's not the greatest weather right now. So yeah, it's still cold and such. Anyways, so since October, well, today is March. Is it the 9th? I don't even know. I don't know. Something like that. March 9th, March 8th, the 7th, something. I don't know. Anyways, since October, my main focus has just been fixing my upload schedule. So, well, it didn't really get bad until like the new year started. So I would say going into November, it was fine. Then December is when it started taking a hit because I was working on a really hard project, which if you guys saw, it was that Metal Gear video. Now that game was really hard, but on top of that, it was, if I remember correctly, I guess my productivity wasn't up to par at the time because it really shouldn't have taken me as long as it did. So, but hey man, it is what it is, right? So after that, I had the video idea to do that Call of Duty video that I did that I didn't foresee taking almost 2 months to make, but it ended up taking that long because the video was almost an hour long. It was just took super long to record. Like the bulk of the video creation process is recording. Editing obviously takes a while, especially now because I'm like really pushing to increase the production quality, working with my editor to help me do that. But that video recording process is what takes absolutely the longest. So, and there's nothing I can do to really speed it up unless I'm gonna spend more time playing. But that's not always like what I want to do, because like the channel is my #1 priority, and it will be for a very long time. But I have other goals outside of that too. Not really. Maybe not. I don't want to say goals because my only other goal really is like with fitness and such. So, because all I do, my days consist of recording / editing, right? We'll just say YouTube work, right? So YouTube and working out, eating, sleeping, those are the only 4 things I do. Anything else I don't participate in whatsoever. So it's like if I were to record more, it would take away from eating, sleeping, and working out, which those are things I should be doing. Like, well, eating and sleeping are essential. Working out, it's great for your health, all right? But I wouldn't say it's as important as just eating and sleeping, obviously. So, although it's very important still. Now, that Call of Duty video took me almost 2 months to make. I wasn't proud of it. And I told myself, especially when I was getting towards the end of it, I was like, you know what? I'm done with these big projects, even anything that could remotely take a long time. I'm not doing it for the foreseeable future. I'm going to post one-off videos and ones that I know for sure are going to take not as long to make. So that's the mindset I have right now. But during that time, if we're talking outside of YouTube, I was working out, and then also I ended up getting sick. This was like, I want to say like 2 weeks ago. So like towards the end of February, I ended up getting sick and I was out of commission. I was bedridden, 1 HP, no band-aids, no med kits, chug jugs, nothing, bro. Like I was one shot. And so I was in bed for a couple days, and that also like hurt my my fitness goals because I was sick, bro. I had this sore throat killing me. Like, and obviously, when you're working out, you need to stay hydrated, drink water and such, but you don't want to drink when your throat was killing you. So, and then also general like fatigue and weakness, like body weakness, headaches. I was getting all that. So yeah, I was one shot, man. And so that messed up my fitness a little bit, but I did end up going, well, I'm back on it now, but I did end up going to, what's it called? There's like this gym in Manhattan that they have like a body fat machine. So you stand on it, it like measures your body, full scan, whatever, it tells you your weight, and like they print out a whole page of like all these metrics about your body or whatever. So it has like body fat percentage, the weight, like skeletal muscle mass, all this crazy, like, you know, these metrics or whatever. So I go there every now and then. I went there, I want to say like a month ago, because I was in a bulk. So if you don't know what bulking is, it's like you eat a lot of food to gain weight. So I've said in a previous vlog that it's extremely hard for me to gain weight. And because of that, when I was bulking, I was like eating everything. Like, I mean, I still got this stuff right here, like protein bars, more protein bars, like, you know, you got more protein bars, like, it was crazy, man. So I was eating like 3 times a day, plus a protein shake. I have the powder right here, this protein powder, you know, so I was like, it was miserable for me, man. I'm not gonna lie, because I don't like eating. I think eating is a chore. I treat it like putting gas in a car, and I would really wish I could choose to never eat again, because I don't like eating. It's just annoying, especially when you have to prepare your own food. It's even more annoying, at least for me. And I guess that's why I've been like slim my whole life. I'm not a fan of eating at all. So I wish I just didn't have to eat. My life would be so much easier if I didn't have to eat. So I don't like doing it, but I was forced to do it. And I kept telling myself, I have to do this, I have to do this. Otherwise, I'm not gonna gain weight. I'm not gonna put on the mass that I wanna put on. So I'm gonna force myself to eat. And I was eating like anywhere from 3,500 to 3,800 calories a day. Stuff, I was never hungry. I never experienced hunger. This was like for like a month, maybe 2 months. And it was miserable, man. Spending all that time, it's expensive too. The time, the money in preparing the food, buying the food, it was adding up. And I was actually gaining weight. Like, I was stepping on the scale, and I remember when I first started working out, it was like December of 2022. That's when I first was like, okay, I'm gonna take this seriously, right? So back then I was like 150 pounds. Now, when I was stepping on the scale during this bulk, I was like, at the peak of the bulk, I was like 177, close to 180. So that's like 27, almost 30 pounds that I was putting on. And if you saw that body transformation video that I made like in the summer, you know, I looked pretty good there, I think, but it wasn't like my end goal, what I wanted to look like. So the bulk took place several months after that video. And if you know anything about fitness and bulking, when you do that, you tend to put on body fat as well. So, because obviously you're just consuming more food, eating more calories, so you're gonna put on more fat too. Now, the amount of fat you put on is gonna be in direct proportion to how much you eat. So I was eating a lot, and because of that, I put on some fat, you know, not a lot, but in that video that you saw, the body transformation video, I think I was like 9% body fat. And so at the peak of the bulk, when I was like 177, I went in and I was like 14%. So I had lost some definition in my core. And I would see it in the mirror too. I would look at myself, I was like, whoa, hold on, something's up, man. This can't continue. So like I would relax my stomach, and it would be kind of round. And I was like, nah, I'm sorry. Because I never looked like that. I was never used to that kind of look. And I was like, nope. So I went to go take the test, and that's when I found out the body fat percentage. So I was like, okay, cutting time, which to me was like the greatest news. It was like I just won $1 million, because it meant I got to eat less. And yeah, I just got to eat less. That's my favorite part. So, and I mean, obviously I would get some definition back in my core because of it. But I was so excited for that. And just a little bit after that, after the test, is when I got sick. So it's like, I didn't even want to eat. I was in bed all day, and I was probably eating maybe 500 calories a day when I was sick, maybe less than that. Like, I can go a day, 2 days without eating, man. I mean, I'd rather not. I mean, like, I want to eat something so I'm not like uncomfortably hungry. But, you know, And I've done it before, so I was excited for that cut, and I've gotten some definition back, and I lost weight. So right now I'm 165, and so I lost, what is that, like 12 pounds in a matter of a month, maybe a few weeks, maybe less than a month. And that's because I just was not eating like that. Now, of course, if I'm not eating, then also means I'm like lacking protein, which could be affecting my actual muscle mass, or not could be, like it definitely does. Like if you're going to cut but you don't get enough protein and you're working out, like you're gonna lose muscle mass. Even if you're working out, you're just not getting the protein you need. Like it's just, that's kind of how it just works. So it's it's a tough situation to find that balance, but I was just glad to not have to eat as much, and I still do have to figure out my diet, because I'm not gonna go on a bulk like that to that extent that I was on earlier, like a month ago, because that was miserable, and it ended up being too much anyways because I put on too much fat. So that's what they told me at the gym. They were like, yeah, you kind of took it too far, and I was like, okay, so next time I do it, I'll just tone it down. But I want to cut down right now, get back to the slim physique, the tone definition that I had in that body transformation video, and then just build from there. So I have to figure out my diet. I have to fix my sleep schedule, because right now it's really bad. But it's like kind of always, like it gets bad and then I fix it for like a week maybe, and then something happens, I'll take a nap, and then automatically it's like ruined again. So it's like a never ending battle of like fighting the sleep schedule. But I've learned that everything revolves around your sleep schedule. So if your sleep schedule is on point, your diet can be on point. It's a lot easier to maintain a good diet, a lot easier to maintain good workouts, a lot easier to maintain a good work ethic. So it all revolves around sleep. So that's like the first thing, right? So I have to get that in check, and then everything else flows and comes after that. So yeah, I'm 165 right now. I got the scale right next to me. But I'm pretty, I would say I'm happy with how I look right now, but I'm not really content, or no, I should reword that. I'm happy with it, but I'm not satisfied with it. So I gotta keep working, and it's a long journey, man. Years of work, especially when you do it natural. So I'm not out here taking no steroids or nothing, like absolutely not. So that's I guess that's the fitness side of my life right now. I mean, the upload schedule is getting better. Just yesterday I posted that long God of War video, the movie. So it's like a compilation of all my older videos for the God of War series, and plus a new one in there that I intentionally recorded for the sake of being able to have every single God of War game in there. It's a format that I've seen work on other channels. A lot of Minecraft channels do this, where they'll there's like a lot of like 100-day like hardcore Minecraft whatever kind of things channels, and honestly I think they're all like they're all very similar in nature. They're all like dudes with the same accents. I don't know, I don't watch them enough to be able to differentiate them, but they all seem like clones of each other. Anyways, so they do like these things where they'll do like a few videos and then they'll combine them into like a long movie and they'll post them. It works in that niche, and it also works in other niches that I've seen. So I was like, I'm gonna try it out for myself, and I just posted it yesterday. So usually what I hear is that those videos start off bad, like performing bad, but then over time they do better and they end up being like high performers. So that's kind of my expectation for it at the moment. So we'll see long term how it does. But if it ends up doing well and people like it, I mean, so far the reception has been that people like to rewatch the old stuff, and they like to see it in one sitting. They'll watch it passively while doing something else. So if people like it generally enough, it's something I can continue. I got a couple comments saying like, oh, didn't you do this already? Didn't you upload this already? And I mean, that's kind of inevitable. So, but it's more positive than anything. So we'll see how it goes, and I may continue that for other game series going forward. But I was glad to have gotten that done. I have another video that my editor's working on. It's already been done recorded, so I'm hoping to get it out, I don't know, soon, because there's things that, I mean, well, like obviously my editor has to work on it, and then I have a thumbnail guy helping me with it too. So I have to wait and see what happens with that. But And then after that, I'm just going to continue to try to upload frequently, not take on any big projects, like I said, and go from there. So those are the only two things, like YouTube and fitness. I promise you, I don't care about anything else. I mean, obviously, like, care about your family and friends and such, but in terms of like endeavors and goals that I want to achieve and things I want to have and accomplish in my life, I don't care about anything other than fitness and YouTube. That is it. Nothing else matters to me right now. So those are my main two focuses. YouTube comes number one because that's where I make my living. I don't make any money off working out or anything like that. That's just like a thing I do because there's many reasons why, but I have a personal goal of just like becoming the best at in every facet of life. So anything that people can be successful at, anything that people can be high achievers, like I want to cover all those bases. So if we're talking income, I want to be a top earner. If we're talking, YouTube, I want to be a big YouTuber. I mean, you could already say I am, but I want to get to 1 million subscribers. I want to build a good physique. In income, I want to be a millionaire. Like, these are things that are inevitably going to happen for me the more work that I put in. I don't have any doubt about that. But these are like, I just want to cover all these bases. And it's like, no one else is going to do this. I mean, some people are, but it's a very small percentage of the population that are actually going to be ambitious enough to pursue these kinds of things. And I want to be one of those people that end up doing it, because it's a very good, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? A very good example to set for the people who watch me and pay close attention to my life, that they can take inspiration from, because a lot of people don't believe in themselves. So, if me, some dude who grew up in the Bronx, not really, didn't come from a well-off family at all, if I can do it, anyone can do it. So that's a kind of example to set for people. And also just like the benefits I'll get from it myself. Like, of course, I can support myself, the people I care about and such, with all these ambitious goals that I'll end up achieving throughout my life. So I just want to cover all that and become this highly successful person, highly successful man, and be able to share my lifestyle with the people that I care about. So, and just set a good example for people, because, hey man, it's all about influence, right? So those are my main goals right now. Is there anything else I want to talk about? Let me think. Oh, I mean, I guess I could say this. I might take a few trips this year, so I could vlog those. Well, I'm definitely taking at least 2 trips this year. 100% taking at least 2 trips. I might take a third. So they would all be in the summer, because the Olympics happens this year, and I would like to go to the Team USA versus Team Canada basketball game, which is like all the NBA, like the greatest NBA players from United States. They play against the ones from Canada in the Olympics. It's going to be happening in Las Vegas in the summer. I think it's in July. So I would like to go there, but I don't want to go alone. So it depends if my friends are able to go and if they want to, and if they say they want to go, then I'll go with them. And if we end up doing that, then of course I can vlog that, because that'll be a great experience going to Las Vegas. Now, I'm not a gambler. I know that, is Vegas like a gambling place? I think it is. Like, Vegas is known for what, like gambling, like drinking and stuff. Like, I don't do any of that. Like, no, I'm there to enjoy the game and just have a good trip. I'm not gonna be out there gambling or drinking, partying. I don't do any of that. So I just want to enjoy the basketball game, spend time with my friends. So we'll see if we end up doing that, and I would vlog that. And then the month after that, in August, my friend is getting married. So, but it's all the way in Europe. So I had to get my passport, just got it the other day, and I'll be taking a flight, 15 hours to, I think it's 15 hours, to Europe, Montenegro specifically, to attend his wedding, because this is like one of my closest friends. Like, this, it's like a brother. He's like this to me. So of course I'm gonna do anything. He's done a lot for me. He's big favors. He's done some big favors for me. This place I live in right now probably wouldn't have had it if not for him, because there was a time when I was living in Pennsylvania, I needed a ride from Pennsylvania to here to come like do some paperwork, and there was no other way for me to get here besides unless he could pick me up. Dude drove all the way from New York to pick me up, drop me off. Like, yeah, man. So whatever he says, done instantly. Like you know, I don't have no problem with that. So, so I'll be going there for that, and I can vlog that too. Although I'm not going to be showing like, you know, personal stuff of his, like, but I can show my point of view of just like traveling to Europe and such. Because I've never been there. I've never really been out of the country. So that would be a completely new experience. And then after that, in September, I'll be going back to Dallas again for the second year of that event, which is called Vid Summit, which I've already spoken about. So I'll be going back there, but I don't know if I'll vlog that one because it'll be kind of like the same thing because it's the same event. So, and in the same place. So yeah. So if I end up doing anything else interesting, I mean, I can post that too, but I mean, I just told you I work out and I make videos. So like I spend most of my time indoors, so I don't really do anything that's worth recording. So, but it has been a while. I want to make this update video. But if anyone wants to see anything specific, I mean, I guess I can accommodate that. We'll see, depending on what the videos are, or depending on what exactly you want to see. So just comment if you want to see any sort of specific type of vlogs. Maybe I'll make them. But yeah, that's all I got for you. Peace.